So what did he accuse you of today, if anything?
Oh, having sex with multiple men over the weekend, entertaining other men in my DMs.
I go in the laundry room. As soon as I'm going in the laundry room, she hangs up the phone. So I'm like, you're on the phone with your ex?
Unfaithful wives are almost too smart to get caught. But what happens when they fail to cover their tracks and they find out that their husbands caught them in the act? From this woman who went berserk after her husband found out that she was with other men while he was deployed.
I didn't want to tell him what I was doing.
That you were cheating?
No, not about that. I didn't want him to know, like, I'm being held hostage and I'm being fed drugs down my throat.
To this woman who was remorseless after she was caught by her husband with other men.
I only defended myself.
She likes sugar daddies. She calls them sugar daddies.
Here are moments that kept getting crazier as cheating wives realized that they had been caught in the act. Starting with the moment officers found themselves in the middle of a highly volatile love-hate situation where an unhinged cheating woman had been asked to leave her matrimonial home, but insisted on doing it only on her own terms.
I don't give a f***, yo, you ugly piece of shit.
No, the f*** I didn't, Dave! Oh, give me my purse! No, I want my f***ing and my and a phone to call my f***ing mother!
On the 19th of May 2024, officers found themselves in an awkward spot after a woman who was caught by her husband with other men asked for help removing her belongings from her partner's home. While the situation already felt like walking on eggshells, it didn't take long before they started seeing exactly why she had been sent packing in the first place.
Coffee on my anyway.
And those items are?
I can't write it down myself.
I'm not giving you my pad and pen, okay? Because you've been
Why?
extremely rude. I'm not just going.
Because I've been rude?
Do you want me to write it down? Just say it.
You don't think there's...
Just say that.
No, you're...
Listen, just because you're not getting your way,
I'm rude?
this is my property.
Yo, do your f***ing job.
That's what I
You
am.
want me to be fucking rude?
That's what I am doing.
Huh?
That's what I am
Yeah?
doing.
Then let me get my...
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah? How?
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 Because my sergeant's speaking with him right
I
now.
don't give a f***, yo, you ugly piece of...
Take a walk.
You think I'm rude?
Take a walk.
You can take a walk.
Relax.
The officers could tell right away that she was volatile and would need careful handling. But they had no idea what she was about to do, and even how absurd her real reason for calling them really was.
Right now? When?
Yeah, the green light to...
You don't slam it on my head.
They're just waiting for the clerk to send it over.
No, the f*** I didn't, Dave! Oh, give me my purse!
Relax.
Give me my purse! Dave, yo!
Relax.
Oh, I want my and my and a phone to call my mother!
Soon when it became clear that the officers weren't there to support her chaotic display, the situation took a sharp turn that nobody saw coming.
The three things that I want, you all can leave and go on with your day. Do not touch
Come on.
me!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He's grabbing your stuff. You're not helping.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for 30 minutes. My legal is in there and I don't want him to have it.
Relax.
You relax, bro.
Despite the officers' repeated polite warnings, she stayed set on stirring the trouble pot.
Yo, stop, bro. Dave, I hate you, yo.
Okay.
Ow, my arm. You're gonna break it. Yo.
Why don't you just act like you're
Act my ow, chill.
Stop coming on the ass.
Yo, stop.
Get in.
Yo, I don't give a
Put your foot in.
Yo, leave me the chill. My back is fractured. Stop. Yo, my back is fractured. Stop.
In the end, she was charged with throwing bodily fluids at law enforcement, aggravated assault on a police officer, criminal mischief, obstruction of the administration of law, and involvement in a domestic violence incident. The last woman was outright unacceptable, but this next military wife took it further, secretly reaching out to her ex and letting things spiral to the point where knives came into play.
I go in the laundry room. As soon as I'm going in the laundry room, she hangs up the phone. So I'm like, you're on the phone with your ex? Trying to get a video of her. As soon as I say, bro, I'm gonna record you, I called her and she turns around, she lobs the knife at me.
And at any point you throw a knife?
I did.
You did?
I called my ex and I'm like, I was just like panicking.
On January the 23rd, 2025, officers arrived at a home at around 3 a.m. after dispatch was informed about a domestic dispute. The officers made it to the house and immediately stepped into a full-blown domestic mess that was centered around infidelity, entitlement, and emotions that were already past the point of control.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
I was on the phone with her. So we had a little altercation. We were talking, this, that, and the third. She went to the laundry room across the way about since midnight. So I wake up at 2:30. I'm like, this is not just my girlfriend, this is my wife. So I'm like, I'm gonna come go get her. I go in the laundry room. As soon as I'm going in the laundry room, she hangs up the phone. So I'm like, you're on the phone with your ex? She starts fighting me, this, that, and the third. So I took the phone. I came to the apartment. She comes in here. She throws everything off her hair. So I called her ex. So I'm like, bro, what is going on? Every time I say something, she started hitting me, this, that, and the third. She took a knife. She went to draw. She took the knife. She hold her hand right here. She starts slitting her hands. I'm standing right here. She right here. She doing this. She cut her hands. And I say something. She throw the knife at me. So I move out the way. That's when I called y'all and then I called her mom. Because I'm just trying to figure out why she telling me, oh, last time I talked to my ex was this, that, and the third. But then the ex is telling me something else. So
Step on here. Talk to me.
So I'm like, I'm not really familiar. There's a weapon inside there. When you go in the room to the left, there's a.
It's yours?
No, so we bought it together, but it's under her name. Okay. It's in the closet to the left.
You got your ID on you?
Nah, my wallet is right there on the floor.
None of that was used against you, though. The weapon.
No.
Okay. So today she was at the laundromat on the premises.
It's right there at the entrance. It was like.
You're talking about the one on the premises,
yes,
though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she was there at midnight. You wake up around 2.
So since we had the altercation, I made my wrong. So I'm just like, she's probably talking. First, he came out here. She was on the phone with some boy. She doesn't have any male friends out here. We just moved from New York. She doesn't have any male friends out here. So I come out here and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go to sleep. Let me know if you're finna come in the house or not. Cause she doesn't have. Her key is inside. She comes out here and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna close the door. Come inside. So she come here, but I still have the little latch on the door. So I'm asking her, I'm like, before you come in this house, you finna tell me who you on the phone with. She ain't wanna tell me. So she walks away and go to the laundry room. So I'm like, you know what?
When does that happen?
Around midnight.
Okay.
So I'm like, she goes to the laundry room. I'm like, all right, it's what it is. When she comes back, I guess she just gonna take her stuff and leave because I'm not gonna continue this relationship with you telling me, oh, the last time you and your ex had sex was this date, but your ex is now telling me while I'm in training for 6 months you're your ex. So I wake up, I look at my phone, it's 2:30, I check her location, she's still at the laundromat. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying no rent for my wife to go and stand in the laundromat. So I go over to the laundromat. As soon as she sees me come into the door, she's like, all right, I'll talk to you. She hangs up. So I think she's talking to this friend that she said she was talking to. So I grab her phone. I open the phone. I see the ex's number. She's like, oh, I was talking to my friend first. She was like, I'm talking to my friend first. I'm like, bro, the only number that's here right now is the ex that you said. You don't deal with because he used to violently attack you or whatever. So she walks out the laundry room. Okay. This is just right now. So she walks out the laundry room.
So she's now at this time coming back from the laundry room.
At about 45 minutes ago, she walks. So when I grab her phone and we get to the car, she walks to the car with me. She's trying to come into the car. I'm like, I'm not getting into the car with her. So she walks off. I drive to the apartment. I drive that white BMW. I park it right here. She head that way. She's walking outside the apartment. So I park. I get in here. I lock the door. I'm about to get on the bed. I hear when the door knocks. So I come and I'm like, bro. I'm asking, I'm like, why are you talking to your ex? She's like, open the door. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna open the door, bro. So I finally open the door. She comes in. I call the ex. She don't want to call him because I took the phone and I smashed it. So she don't want to call the ex. I'm like, matter of fact, you can't call him.
Smash whose phone?
Her phone.
Okay.
So it's not even turned on. So she's like, oh, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. So I call the ex. I'm like, bro, he answers the phone. He's not saying hello. He's not saying anything. I'm like, bro, come get your at my house. I'm like, come get your bro. Every time I would say like the B word or whatever, she would flare up. She took my little blue suitcase in there. She's lobbing it at me like she's playing basketball or something. She just lobbing it.
The details he revealed made it clear this marriage had gone way past arguments. It had crossed into abuse, tangled up with unresolved baggage from past relationships. The officers recognized the pattern and knew it could lead to something worse if they didn't intervene.
She throws it. Every time I would say something, I would see her running towards me, swinging, doing all of that. So, and I'm trying to defend myself.
And that's happening now?
Yeah, this was like 30, 45 minutes ago. So we on the phone with the ex and I'm like, bro. So I asked him, I'm like, bro, when was the last time y'all had? She was like, she been telling me this. So last time they had January 1st, 2024. We started talking in May. He's telling me they June. I'm in basic training. While my wife getting by her ex, her so-called ex that, she don't deal with because she been trying to get away from him, this, that, and the third. But every time I'm like, bro, why were you your ex? She's like running at me, lobbing punches, this, that, and the third. I'm like, why are you mad at me? Because you your ex. Okay.
So I'm trying to make sure I understand everything, okay? So around midnight, she goes to the laundromat.
So around midnight, she was like right here.
Wait. So originally, you're inside and she's outside.
She's out here, yeah.
Okay, she's on some phone. You ask who she's with or who she's talking to.
Yeah.
And then
well, I was
she
going
doesn't
to go to
want
sleep, so I was asking her to come back in the
at
house.
midnight.
Yeah.
And then you ask who she's on the phone with. She doesn't want to tell you, and you're about to go to sleep, so you just close the door, and she goes to the laundromat. Then you wake up at 2.
No, so I come out here, I'm like...
When?
So
Anytime?
around midnight. So
Okay.
I texted her first. I could 12:16. I said, I'm trying to go to sleep, but I'm not going to sleep with the door open because she doesn't have her key.
So it's
she comes out and she just closes the doors. Okay. So I said, I'm not trying to go to sleep with the front door open. Can you come back in the house? And if you're not, let me know. She texts me back at 12:23. She says, I'm coming. I'm standing at the window right there. I'm looking through the glass. She said, I'm coming like 5 minutes ago. She's not coming. So I check her location. She's like 4 or 5 cars down. So I walk out. I walk right there in the snow. I look. I'm like, yo. She comes. I'm like, bro, you either finna come in the house or you're not. Mm-hmm. She hangs up the phone. I hear the male voice, so I'm walking towards the door. She's right here. So when I go in the house.
You're hearing the male voice from the phone.
So I'm standing. When she walks up, I'm like right here. And she's like right here, that thing. So she's like, all right, I'll talk to you. And he's like, all right, bet. She hangs up. So we get to the door. I push the door in and I put the little sling thing on it. And I open it and I said, bro, before you come in this house, you finna tell me who you on the phone with. She's like, my friend. I'm like, who's your friend? What's the name of your friend? Oh, he don't got a name. I'm like, all right, whenever you figure out what his name is, you let me know. She walks away. So I close the door. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm not paying shit no mind. I'm finna go to sleep.
So you lock the door and that's when she goes to the laundromat.
She already left, yeah, so I closed the door.
Okay, so you lock the door, you go to sleep. It becomes 2:30.
Yeah, I can't sleep, so I'm waking up. So I woke up.
And it's 2:30 at this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wake up. I check the location. She's in the laundry room.
Okay.
I hop up. I hop in the car.
And
I drive over to the laundry room.
Okay.
As soon as I get there, let's say this is the laundry room door right here, but it's a glass door. Mm-hmm. And I'm parked right here, so I'm walking. As soon as I walk, say he's right there where that officer is. As soon as I walk, I can see her. She's like, I'm going back. She hangs up the phone again.
Okay.
So I walk in there. I'm like, whoa. So I hang up the phone again. So I grab the phone from her. She start biting me, doing all this.
When you grab her phone?
When I grab the phone. Okay. So I open the phone. I seen the ex's number. We walk out the laundry room. I walk towards the car. She comes to the car. While the keys in my pocket, I have her phone right here, and I close the car. I'm like, bro, you're not getting in the car. So she walks off, but she's walking outside. Like she's going outside the apartment complex. I get to the crib. I go inside. I close the door. I hear the knock on the door. So I open it with the sling. I'm like, why are we? And I'm asking. I'm like, why were you talking to your ex? She was like, why were you texting me? She like, I'm like, why are you talking to your ex? You just told me last time you and your ex talk or have any conversation was January 1st, 2024. And I let her in the house, and I'm like, I'm trying to have a conversation with her. She ain't going for none of that. I'm like, all right, now we start fighting. She's hitting. I'm pushing her off. I'm like, bro, all right, I'm finna call your ex.
You guys start talking on the phone. So just so I understand this part, because this is the part that confused me.
Yeah.
She ends up leaving the complex. You come back.
I don't think
close the door. Just you saw her leaving the complex.
Yeah.
And then you come back.
Yeah.
After confirming his story, the officer redirected the investigation towards what led to the 911 call, trying to cut through the noise and find a way forward that didn't make things worse.
Gets inside the house, you guys start arguing.
Yeah.
At what point does it become physical? So when she comes in, she starts arguing, you automatically...
We're both arguing. And then when I say she their friend Shaq, that's when
she started getting physical.
Yeah, every time I would be like, oh, she somebody or see, or this, that, and the third, that's when she would do. Like, I would say, and then she'll hit me or something. And then she'll go back and lay down, and then I'll say again or something, and she'll get back up, and she threw the suitcase at me, and I'm like, ah. So I called y'all, and that's what she still didn't calm down when I called y'all, but I called her mom after, and I'm like, bro, come and get your daughter, she's not gonna be in my house, and be this, that, and the third.
Okay, give me 1 second, okay? In the call note, it said something about knives.
Yeah, we were in the room arguing, I'm on the phone with her ex. She comes out to the kitchen, so I closed the room door. I close it, so she gets the knife. And she's
so
about
hold up, because this is like this story to me is going everywhere, and I need it to be. Okay.
So once she gets in the apartment,
okay.
Once she gets in the apartment,
yes,
we are arguing this, that, and the third.
Yes.
I walk towards the bedroom.
Yes.
We're there, we're arguing. She's throwing her punches. We're fighting, whatever.
When you start calling her.
Yeah. So okay. Once I did that, every time, like the key thing is every time I would say something out of pocket, that's when she would like throw it like.
So when punches. You would say, okay, so you go. So when you go to the bedroom and she starts hitting you after you call her and like you some dude, is when she goes to the kitchen.
She goes to the kitchen.
And you close the door, but enough to where you can see, and then you see her
I'm
grab
gonna go
the
close.
knife.
Yeah, I'm gonna go close it fully. But I see her going to the drawer, so I open back the door. So I'm holding it, I'm like, bro.
You don't fully close the door. When you're about to close the door, but it's not fully, you can see her in the kitchen.
She goes into the drawer,
and she grabs a knife.
The knife up.
And then she brings the knife towards the room, and then that's when she tells you.
So now she's like at the door. She's in your position right now. She's about to use her body to push the door. But because she already I guess she went for the knife to come pull the door. But by the time she gets to the door is already open. The door is still open. So she dropped the knife, but I couldn't see that. So I said, my first statement was, I said, bro, if you stab me with this knife. So I let go off the door and I reach around. So now my full body is around. So when I grab her hand, I could see that the knife is already on the floor. She comes in and she's fighting. We're fighting or whatever. She gets out the room. She picks up the knife. She picks it up at the door and she's walking back to the kitchen. And she's doing this. And I'm like,
she starts cutting herself.
She started cutting herself. So I'm like, bro, I ain't finna do this shit. You ain't finna tell nobody I cut. That's when I called y'all and then I called her mama. Because I'm like, bro, because I'm trying to get a video of her. As soon as I say, bro, I'm finna record you, I called her and she turns around, she lobs the knife at me. I'm still in the bedroom.
Threw the knife at you.
She's still right here. Okay. And I'm in the room and she lobs the knife at me. And
she starts cutting herself.
She starts cutting herself.
And then you say that you're gonna videotape it.
Yeah, and then I was like.
And when you said you're gonna videotape it, is when she chucked the knife at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
After gathering enough to work with, the officers turned their focus to the wife, who already had a carefully tailored version of events ready for them.
What happened, man?
Hello. So we had a argument earlier today about him texting, like, it's been an ongoing argument about him texting or entertaining other females. The first time we had an argument about it, we talked about it, whatever, but I just felt like it wasn't resolved or he stopped or whatever, so we had a conversation about it the next day and I realized that he didn't. So it's been something leading up. I had a friend from high school who I replied to something that they posted on Instagram a couple days ago, and he told me, oh, he is stationed in Stewart, and I was like, oh, it's glad to know that I know somebody else that's down here because I just moved. And then he saw the messages and automatically assumed that I'm into something with this guy, or when he's leaving for the field next week for like 45 days, so he's automatically assumed that I'm going to be doing something with this guy once he's gone. So I was like, no, that's not going to happen. So we were talking about it earlier, everything, calm conversation, whatever. Then we moved past it, we were laying down, he brought it back up again, and I said, I don't know why you're so paranoid that I'm going to be doing something once you're going out in the field for 45 days. Like, that's not going to happen. I tried to, reassure the issue, but he constantly brings up the fact that I was doing something when he was in basic training, which wasn't the case, right? And I was like, you constantly bringing that up, but you're texting females. When I found the messages recently where he was texting a female, I didn't bring it up, I didn't say anything, I let it be. But he went through my phone and saw that I had took pictures of the messages. And I said, why were you doing it? He said, I was wrong for going to my friend about it first and not going to him, so he's just not going to explain anything to me. He's telling this girl, oh, he lives with his sister, he's going to be helping her out with her papers and something along the line of that. I didn't bring it up because I'm like, whatever. So the whole thing started today when I'm trying to talk to him. Conversation wasn't going peaceful or whatever, so I literally walked out. Whenever I realize that conversation is going left, my first thing to always do is to go outside, cool off, come back in.
What was that?
That was earlier today.
Like around what time? Estimate.
Probably like around 7, 8. I don't really know the time, but let's put it around that time.
Okay.
And then I went outside, I tried to cool off, whatever. I came back in. We were trying to have a conversation about the issue again. The conversation got heated. And I literally said, if you're not going to explain to me why you keep on doing what you're doing, it doesn't make any sense. Why are you doing it? Why are you entertaining these females? Why are they so quick to send you news? Like, why are you having those type of conversations, telling people you live with your sister, you live with this person, you live with that person? It's not making sense.
Okay, so today, around 7 or 8 is when you leave.
That's when like the whole thing started. And
because you guys started arguing about him talking to other females. And then, prior to that, but at 7 or 8 is when you left and you took your iPad to McDonald's to get Wi-Fi to talk to your best friend.
Yes, it was around that time. Like,
okay,
roughly,
so
let's
then
put
you
it from
come
like
back at what time?
10.
Okay, so 7 to 10?
Yeah, we were like, I was like back and forth, like inside, outside.
As in like coming back and forth like from here to McDonald's?
No, so I only went to McDonald's once, but I was like...
That was like from 7 to 8?
Yeah, around that time.
And then you come back at what time?
I wasn't out for long.
Okay.
I wasn't outside for long because I remember I was talking to her and I was like, I'm getting cold, so I'm going to walk back in. But for majority of the time, I was like in the apartment complex. Like I was like right up there.
Okay.
Based on what they had already heard from the husband, the officers pressed her about the hours leading up to the altercation, trying to examine the gaps and inconsistencies in her story.
When you walk out the next time, where do you go?
I was just walking around the apartment. The last time where I went was I was outside talking. This was like around 12. He came, I was on the phone with my friend. He came and he said, are you coming inside? So I told my friend, I was like, listen, I feel much better by talking to you. I'm calm, whatever, so I'm just gonna go inside. And my friend was like, he was just trying to like hurry up. He was just like, listen, no matter what you do, just be calm. Don't try to start anything. Just, if you have to apologize, you apologize. Just see if you can move past this. I said, okay. When he kept on saying, who you on the phone with, I was like, I'm on the phone with my friend. He came inside. He was like, who are you on the phone with? I was like, I'm on the phone with my friend. He was like, what's the name of the friend? I was like, it's my friend. He locked the door and he put the chain thing on the door. Whatever.
Around what time did he do that?
That was like any time after midnight.
Okay, so some random time after midnight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he kept on opening the door, but the chain thing was on the door and he was just like, you don't tell me who you're talking to, I'm not gonna let you inside the house.
Okay.
I was like, okay, cool. I left. I went to go sit in the laundromat where it's warm.
Just so I understand this part, you go, you're outside, and then he says, hey, are you gonna come inside or no? And then you don't come inside, he puts the latch on?
Yeah, I was like walking behind him, but I was trying to finish up my conversation.
So he just puts the lock on instead?
Yes, he locked the door, he put the lock on, and then he opened it. So you know it's not gonna open until
yeah,
you put the lock
on.
Yes. So then he kept on saying, where are you on the phone? I was at my friend. He was like,
and then he didn't let you in because you just kept saying your friend?
Yes. So then I left, went to the laundromat. It was warm in there, so I sat there. And I felt my anxiety coming back again. Like, it's just like, it was just crazy. I'm shaking, like my chest is tightening up on me and everything. I called my ex and I'm like, I was just like panicking, freaking out. I was just like, there's a whole lot going on. I feel like I'm in this repeated cycle where this is happening again. Like, why is it happening again? I don't know. I felt like I left from New York to come here and I felt like this is even worse than before. And
I'm gonna buy you your arm. See your arm?
Both of them, please. Yeah.
Alright.
The other one?
Oh, and there's the other one, there's nothing on there.
Now with that, did you do that yourself or like
during the struggle that happened?
No, I did that myself.
Like, you took the knife and cut yourself?
Yes.
That's what he said too.
The officer had just confirmed one key detail, one she had clearly tried to bury. With that piece in place, the officers pushed further, digging for more, hoping that she'd realize they already had a clear picture of what they were dealing with.
So you're at the laundromat?
Yeah, I was at the laundromat. I was on the phone with him. I was just telling him, like, you know, I feel like this is just a repeated cycle. Like, it's just never gonna stop. Like, I just don't know what to do. I feel like once I get a sense of, you know, safety or calmness or whatever, it's just the next thing keep on happening. So he was just there. He was just talking to me or whatever. Then he came in the laundromat. I hung up. Came in the laundromat and it's a tussle over the phone. When we came out, he threw the phone right by the car before he went in. The phone broke. He drove off. So I turned back thinking that he left the phone there or not, but when I went, the phone wasn't there, so I walked back to come back into the apartment to see, like, did the phone break, like, what's going on. He had the chain thingy on the door. I kept on knocking, and I'm just like, I don't intend on waking everybody up, but if you don't open the door, you leave me no choice then to. Like, the tussling started again.
When he opened the door for you to come back inside?
When he opened the door again, the tussling started, all of that. He called my ex. I don't know what type of information my ex was giving him, because when I told him that happened was that the last time I did anything with my ex was January, which is true.
And at what point did you grab the knife?
Like, towards the end.
Okay.
Like, I don't know the time, but like towards the end.
And at any point you throw a knife?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to be going with them because you're going to go on a hold, am I right?
Yes, that is the plan. That is up to the position, but that is probably yes.
Okay. So because of you going on that, you're going to be released on subpoena, okay? So that means that you are technically arrested today for battery. And then you will just get you will get a subpoena, it's like a certain day to go to jail. Okay.
It says I'm being charged.
Battery. So that's just because you were fighting with him. That's physical contact. All those red marks up on his neck and chest, stuff like that.
So what about the ones on my fingers?
He's getting. Both of you are getting charged with things.
Okay. Give me a second. You mind standing up for me? Okay. Come down. Turn around for me, please.
In the end, they were both charged with domestic battery. As wild as the last woman was, she was nothing compared to the next cheating situation involving this pregnant wife, bite marks, and open infidelity in a marriage that was barely a month old.
I only defended myself.
You didn't
Did
bite
not
him?
be ripped out of the car.
Didn't bite him at all? Nothing? Like at the apartment?
At the apartment?
Yeah.
No.
But then she walks in the bar and starts flirting with these guys at the bar, and she was dressed provocative. I don't know if she has on anything else. Starts flirting with them right in front of me. Bite mark here, bite mark here. Yeah.
On April the 30th, 2024, just after noon, the Lakewood Police Department received a report from a man and his partner who appeared to be clearly heated. The officers separated them to get their stories, but the more they dug in, the less it added up.
So the thing can't be what you want done. If you just want it documented, if you want to press charges and the prosecutor's going to pick it up later.
I just want to document because I want to get divorced.
Okay.
I want to get divorced. I want to get this done.
Okay. When did this all occur at?
Last night.
Last night?
Yeah, or early this morning.
Okay. Y'all live together?
No.
Okay. How'd she get into your apartment then?
She had my car keys.
Okay. How long y'all been together?
It's our 90-day anniversary yesterday.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said. Well, no, like before that.
No, it was our 90-day anniversary yesterday.
They've only known each other
90 days. That's it, my friend. 90 days.
Y'all have known each other for 90 days.
90 days.
And then you got married
Vegas.
4 weeks ago.
Roughly, yeah.
So you were together for roughly 2 months and then you got married.
Yep.
How'd you guys meet?
Online.
Okay.
Now you see my dilemma, my friend? I'm trying to look out for him. This is not normal.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You know, so I fell in love with her. I still do. It's just,
This ain't working,
this ain't working.
How you doing, young lady?
I'm well, and yourself?
Yeah, you know, I'm hanging in there.
Kristen's talking to someone inside. I don't know what she told you, what she wanted you to do. So she's talking to her. I don't know what's kind of going on. He wants it documented. They got married in Vegas 4 weeks ago, been together for 90 days.
Okay.
So he's going through a divorce, like with a divorce attorney. He just wants to document so he can get divorced.
Okay. Where did this happen?
Started on the Shoreway, but then last night
in Carlisle. I live in Carlisle.
Yeah.
Okay. Because she said we had PC for.
Huh?
She said we had PC on this email. Okay. What I need is a written statement from you on this bottom part here of what happened. Whenever the event started, where you were going, what you said, what you did, everything in between. All right. Starting from the beginning of the events that are written down here. Where's that going to be at?
Started at Lago.
Okay. Where's that?
Lago's downtown.
Okay.
East Bagel Flats.
On what street?
I'm not sure the streets. East Bagel Flats. Next to
And what happened there?
we had an event for a wine dinner.
Okay.
We had a wine dinner, nice meal. Prior to that, I told her, because we've been on the alley, I go, just be respectful, baby. Don't embarrass me, just be respectful. That's all I want. Had a great dinner. She wanted to leave. I walk over to get a drink at the bar inside Lago, because the event was in a different place. She's calling me, looking for me, because she wanted to ride somewhere. But then she walks in the bar and starts flirting with these guys at the bar, and she was dressed provocative. I don't know if she has on anything or not. Starts flirting with them right in front of me. I get upset. I spill her drink and I leave. I said no. And at that point, I went to my friend's restaurant, Osteria. I was with him. I had a drink there with him. He was getting a card to go to Lost. He goes, "Want to come?" I go, "Yeah, go to Lost, guys." I went to Lost. She shows up later. We have a private table we're having there. She shows up later with another guy now. I go talk to her. I go, "What are you doing?" I get upset. A mutual friend, tells the other guy, "Leave her alone."
Which car did you guys come in?
Which car did I come in, sir?
You.
He came in my van.
Okay, black one?
Yes, sir.
Car comes back. We go back to my friend's restaurant. We're getting ready to go. She's starting to create a little scene. I take her phone. I go outside. I'm sitting on the steps, looking at her phone because she likes sugar daddies. She calls them sugar daddies.
Meanwhile, other officers focused on the woman, who appeared to be the more visibly agitated one. They knew that her emotional rants would not be enough to prove her innocence. They needed to listen carefully and work to piece together her side of the story.
When he took my phone at 4 in the morning, he was shooting me.
Who's that?
So when you were trying to get
Because
his
he
phone
takes
back,
my phone and he shows up where I'm at. He takes my stuff to try to leave me and to get me into his car, and then he tries to rip me out and throw me on the street at 4 in the morning. And these were all the calls he was making as he had my phone. I just wanted pictures of the bruises on my wrist and stuff where he's trying to rip me out.
Where'd this all happen at? On the Shoreway?
Yeah, that's where it gets weird, because that's why she wasn't sure. It was a progression of in Cleveland, because that's where I was at, and he shows up. He always shows up where I'm at, or at least how he knows. He always takes my stuff. So that happened in Cleveland, and then the Shoreway is where he tried to rip me off. I was trying to defend myself because he had my phone, he had my ID, and he's just going to dump me at 4 in the morning on the Shoreway.
and through your shoes.
And then as he's driving, he's calling people, telling them he's going to them. There's 2 of them, 2 different people he did that to, and they sent the recordings.
How long have you all known each other?
90 days, and somehow managed to get married.
And y'all got married 4 weeks ago in Vegas?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Yes, we got married, but I started the annulment process.
Okay, but y'all are still technically together, right?
We're legally married.
Okay. How'd y'all meet?
I went to school with his brothers. That was how we unfortunately have some similar social circles because we're both from the east side. But he does not go to Lost. He just shows up where I'm at.
Do y'all have each other's locations shared or something, or?
Know how. I don't know if that's what you were asking. Is there something?
Well, he takes her phone all the time, and the other night he was texting me from her phone.
And blocks people.
And then I was texting her back to see if she was okay, and I wasn't getting any response. And then she finally, when she got her phone back the next day, saw that it was him. And I thought it was her, but he had her phone, so then he blocked me. And
somehow has it on my phone?
I think he does. Because he showed up at 3 places just in the past week where he's been at.
like right at the same time.
But like I had bruises all over my wrist. You can see somewhere he was grabbing me and trying to rip me out of the car. And then I tried to defend myself and then he dumped at 4 in the morning on the shoreway. And my shoes are actually still probably over there because he threw my shoes. That's why I have these on. I had nothing, actually. And those were really nice high heels.
Did you go to his apartment at all?
Yes.
What did you do at his apartment?
I went to sleep and he came in and he started screaming and pushing things over and yelling and took my phone again because there were more phone calls. And I was just trying to go to sleep. And then I left as soon as I got up and he gave me my stuff because I still didn't have my stuff in. He didn't give me my stuff until this morning. I had no keys, no ID, nothing.
Did you hit him at all?
No, I only defended myself.
You didn't
To
bite
not
him?
be ripped out of the car.
Didn't bite him at all? Nothing? Like at the apartment?
At the apartment?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Whatever happened when he was trying to rip me out of the car, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out because both of y'all had bruises, so.
Oh yeah, that's what I was getting ripped out of the car at 4 in the morning. I had nothing. I was defending myself. And yes, I kicked him and my shoes are actually probably still over there. Like I kicked to defend myself because he's grabbing me and like I have a bruise down in here on my foot, my feet. And my shoes are actually probably still over
on
on
the
the...
shoreway though, you're gonna have to go to Cleveland to file a separate report. We can only deal with what's happened in Lakewood.
So does she stay here to finish?
Well, what about like what
Yeah,
happened
just
like
stay
when
here.
he came in and he was screaming and he was throwing stuff.
So is all the
I was
physical
half asleep.
stuff then, besides him just
I
taking?
think my lip thing, like he like grabbed my face, like right down my lip. You see like their eye here and here.
Yeah.
I think that was at his place. But I'll be honest, I was half asleep.
But all the physical stuff though happened on the shoreway besides him taking your phone and you like trying to take it back at his apartment though.
I don't recall.
Okay.
Because I did try to get my phone when he was back so I could leave. So he was still grabbing me then to not give me my phone.
Okay.
So, and that's why like I said, you look at me and you'll see the bruises.
It was telling that she was far more agitated at the start of the investigation than she was now. The mask had slipped a little, but it was nothing compared to the steady, subtle, unintended reveals that followed.
Did she call you to come up here and meet you? She just didn't know if he was going to be here or come up here. Didn't want to go back.
I didn't want to go back alone.
No, I understand that. Because obviously you had been out there for a little while before he came up there.
Yeah, I was waiting for her.
Let me know. I'm going to do something on her phone. Let me know if this phone starts ringing.
Okay. So you've got injuries on you?
Yes.
Take a look.
Yeah. Well, my face. I got my thumb, bite mark here, bite mark here.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah. She's got bruises all over her. So you're saying you never laid a hand on her?
No, I defended myself.
So you did, or you didn't?
I defended myself like this, blocking, and she grabbed my arm.
So you just blocked, and that was it? You didn't
she grabbed my
injure
arm,
her or
she
anything?
did it. I tried getting her out of the car, and then she took my car.
I'm gonna get photos of this now. All right. If you want to go ahead and continue, I'm sorry about that.
Okay. So I was upset, got in the car, started arguing again. I know it sets her off. She's very, she cares about her looks. And I told her, as we're driving home, I go, you can never be as pretty as Kate ever was. That's my old girlfriend, but she can't stand her and she doesn't even know her, but that's a whole other story behind that. And that set her off, and that's when all the eruption of the hitting and slapping and everything started at that point.
And where were you at this point?
Driving home on the shoulder.
Okay, so you were in the car.
Yes.
You were in the driver's seat?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
She started hitting, slapping, smacking my car, did damage inside my car. I had damage in my car. She was wearing high heels. She was taking them off and hitting stuff. I was afraid she was going to hit me. At that point, I pulled the car over on the side, tried to get her out of the car, took the shoes away from her, threw her shoes in the field because I didn't want them. She jumped in the driver's seat and took off. I walked home.
You walked home?
I walked home.
Okay. Do you know whereabout on the shoreway you were at that point?
Close to the athletic park, right before the athletic park.
Near the athletic park?
Yeah, right by the athletic park there. It wasn't that far of a walk. I mean, to get to Lake.
And then where's home again? Okay. I know, I just...
I know. I understand. And then I walked back to... I saw her car there, upset. You know, I didn't know what... At that point, I didn't know what my car was. I let the air out of her tires, didn't slash them. I let the air out of her tires. Proceeded to go upstairs. And she was up there. My older son was sleeping in his bedroom. He didn't hear anything.
It might have started like a fairy tale, but somewhere along the line, he had put the cart before the horse. He ended up bringing home something far more unpredictable. Even now, he wasn't saying everything. The hesitation was written all over him. Maybe it was embarrassment, or maybe he was still holding on to feelings he couldn't let go of.
She wanted her phone, which her phone was in the trunk of the car. Both our phones were in the trunk of the car. Because I didn't want to deal without a phone and calling, and I was already excited. I think when I pulled over on the shoreway, I think the phone was in the trunk of the car. She took off, she's looking for the phones. She proceeds to start yelling and hitting me again in the apartment. I called out to my son to call the police. He did not hear me. I sat in the hallway, but things calmed down. She went to bed. I washed my face and went on the couch. This morning, got up, didn't say a word to her. Where's my car keys? She's like, I don't have your car keys. I go, where's my car? She's like, I don't know. I grab my spare key, go outside looking for my car. Because she wanted her phone. I go, well, where's my car keys? I need your phone's in the car. I go find my car with my spare key, damage in my car, window cracked, get her phone, go back upstairs, give her my phone. She gives me my keys, and then I notice my fobs are missing off my keys to get in the building and get into work. She did give me back my keys, and she proceeded to leave. She wanted shoes. I gave her slippers, and I gave her $100 for the shoes I threw out the window, out the car door. So I gave her $100 to let her go. She left. I proceeded to look out the window, see if she was leaving. Took her a while to get to her car. She finally did get to her car. I knew the tires were low. Felt bad, grabbed my laundry, went downstairs, followed her, talked to her. She's like, you slashed my tires. I go, I didn't slash your tires. I took I let her out your tires. Go to the Shell station, I'll put air in your tires. Went to the Shell station, put air in her tires, didn't have a good pump there. Went up the street, put air in her at the tire place, put more air in her tires. Actually, she was going to go get breakfast and come back over, and that's when my cousin and my friends were at my place and wanted me to end this. And that's what brought me here.
Okay. How old is your son?
24.
24? Okay. And you said he was asleep the whole time?
Yeah, he didn't hear anything, and he woke up this morning, and she spilled my coffee table over. Books on the floor. There's a jar of candy spilled on the floor. Chair was tipped over. You guys didn't see that. Yeah. And I was sleeping on the couch. My son woke up, and was basically what the happened. They were bleeding.
Just we want to document everyone that was there, even if he didn't see anything. If the Bureau wants to get in touch with him at that point to try to see if he remembers anything at a later date.
Yeah. So he woke up this morning and he was like, "What happened?" She's still on. I'm like, "Yeah, just go get breakfast or something." And he left and he called my brother and my cousin.
He called his brother. And sister got involved when they called me.
Okay. You said that your family spurred you to come to the department to file a report.
Yes.
Is there a reason you wouldn't want to file a report before?
I do care about the girl. I'm an idiot. I love her. She was going to bring breakfast back. She was. She was on her way back to bring breakfast, and that's when they were there, and this happened.
All right, so can you turn around for me?
I understand, but I don't. Pretty quick cut.
In the end, he was charged with domestic violence after physically harming his pregnant wife. Next up is Kelly, a mother, a military wife, and a notorious cheat who turned abusive in a desperate attempt to cover her tracks the moment her secret escapades got exposed.
I'm not gonna keep fostering the behavior that you're doing, which is pretty much right now out of social media. She's been talking to other guys. Well, being married to me, and we've been through it. It's because while I was deployed, she was cheating on me.
Nothing. Yeah, it's probably true. Okay. What he said.
On January the 9th, 2023, the Savannah Police Department got a visit from a military personnel member whose happy marriage had turned into a living nightmare. His once bubbly wife had gone astray, bringing more than enough turmoil in her wake.
Hello. Dad, how are you? Did you call?
I didn't call anybody, but I talked to her.
Right. What happened?
So, my name is, can I start or?
Yeah.
My name is Nate. I live in, I don't know if you're familiar with that area. So this morning, I have an incident with my wife. I'm in the military, I'm staff sergeant. And I already talked to the MPs and I talked to my leadership, my first line supervisor, about the incident that happened this morning. And pretty much my wife and I were going through some disagreements right now, and she was hitting me.
Okay.
I know. I'm here because I have an idea of what I want to do, but I'm kind of like worried about the consequences. So I don't want to lose my career or put myself in a position where my career is going to be jeopardized. I already talked to my first line too, and he said that he can put me in a barracoon and all this stuff, which is what I'm trying to avoid. When I talked to them, they told me the same thing. Even if I'm a victim, they pretty much the law favor the spouse. In this case, I don't know if you're familiar with that part. Though what I'm hearing is just, we start arguing through the weekend. Result of that, she was at the house. She came home yesterday she's in the reserve, so she came home yesterday from South Carolina. I wasn't talking to her. I cleaned the whole house, minding my own business. And this morning, I was getting ready to take my kids to daycare on post, both of them, and I put them all in the car, and I guess she was thinking that we were cool. She was like, "We're going to the gym in the afternoon," and I didn't tell her anything, so she kind of like went away inside of the house and closed the garage. So I was just getting ready to leave, and she opened the garage back and started talking to me, arguing, and then she started pushing me and in the face, and then she started gaslighting me. And maybe I was saying things that I was gaslighting her too.
Like what?
Like ignoring her because I wasn't talking to her about. She was asking about. She was like, I got it on video, but I'm not gonna show you until we finally talk. And then I was just.
What do you have on video?
I'm sure. I don't know if you've been to this before or years. I don't want to like mess up her career or like right now. So right now she's at work and she think, like I said, she think that I'm bluffing about it. But I was telling her like I'm not gonna keep sponsoring the behavior that you're doing when she's pretty much right now out of social media. She's been talking to other guys, well, being married to me. And the reason why we went to social work before and we've been through it is because while I was employed, she was cheating on me.
Soon, Nate tendered an important piece of evidence to back up his claims. After going through the evidence, the officer quickly realized that Nate had been underplaying the severity of the situation.
So,
Can you turn it sideways for me so it's bigger? Thank you.
there's like over.
Okay.
So this is the first one that I kind of was working out.
You can't just make it easy. Why do you have to be so difficult? Why do you have to be so difficult?
You want to make it easy too.
I'm not. It can be easy for everybody. You just want to make my life miserable because you have this persona in your head, thinking that I'm cheating on everybody. And if I am, I would like to see proof. Because there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. And that's what's funny. I'm not intimidated by you anymore. I'm not scared by you. There's nothing that you can do to intimidate me. Nothing. You think that you can just ignore me when I'm trying to talk to you about my kids? Huh? I'm not afraid of you. I'm sick of you always trying to intimidate me. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you.
While the officer was still going through the footage, Nate brought up a new development that immediately altered the direction of the investigation, but hastened the process.
She's right.
Who?
My wife.
Where is she?
The white car.
So the truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm sure she can tell that she's texting me and calling me.
Okay.
And she.
Does she know you're here?
Yeah, because she's seen my location. Well,
Okay. Stay in here for just a minute, okay? $20. 25. Can I get another you with me? I've got the other party showing up here at headquarters.
What was that unit?
25. Hello, are you Kelly?
Yes.
Can I talk to you for just a minute? Okay. Hey, I'm Officer Moran. What's going on with your husband?
I mean, I'm sure you know his side of the story.
Yeah, and I want to get yours, so...
Yeah, it's probably true.
Okay.
What he said.
What do you think he told me? Like, I'm just trying to get your side, okay?
We've been going through this for 3 years.
Yeah,
It's
it sounds like it's
it
over
hasn't gone this far. I don't know. I'm sure he told you everything. He's really good at building cases against me.
Okay.
He's a very smart man.
Okay, so what from your perspective, what happened?
He knows how to push me past my limits and manipulate me to the point to where I finally break, and then he does stuff like this.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying, like in general, that this is like an ongoing thing. But what about today? How did he do that today?
Trying to threaten that he's going to have full custody of our children.
Okay.
Not say that exactly, but don't worry about it. I got it. The words that he says, I don't even know how to put it in word for word right now.
Okay. So you feel like he was provoking you?
Of course, he always does.
Okay, so how did the argument start?
He accuses me of stuff that's not true.
Okay.
And he sees tiny parts of little stories or little stuff that goes on, and then he makes this own story in his mind as if it's true, and it's not. And I don't know how much longer, I can't even plead my case because he will bring up another thing on top of that. Can we talk privately at work?
Yeah, we can step off to the side here. We can't go inside right now. I'm not trying to have you put all your business out there. So he was accusing you of things, right?
Stuff that's not true, and I'm just sick of it.
Yeah. So, and then what happened after that? So you guys were arguing.
I'm sure you've seen videos and stuff.
I'm trying to get your perspective because it's not fair for me to only get one side of the story when there are at least two sides to the story.
I don't even know my side. I'm sick of. I was for so long a stay-at-home mom, living in his shadow, and I finally just am becoming.
Okay, stay right here for just 1 second, okay? I want to hear what you have to say, but give me 1 minute, okay?
So far, the only clear facts were that she had assaulted her husband and then tried to flip the story, even going as far as stalking him to a police station while still playing the victim. Eventually, the officer returned to questioning her, but as a cheating, manipulative partner like she was, the little break was probably going to give her enough room to cook up another half-baked, treacherous deception.
Okay, so like I said, there are at least two sides to every story, right? And it's not fair for me to only have one person's side, okay? I understand you guys have ongoing issues.
Can you tell me what's going on after this?
I am investigating a domestic violence incident. That's what's going on, okay? And what's happening right this moment is I'm trying to get your side, okay?
I don't know. I don't really have a side. There's nowhere I can go. He's trying to kick me out of our house. I cannot leave. There's nowhere for me to go.
Now he said you have like friends in the area. I'm not kicking you out of your house, just to be clear.
I'm talking to the police officer. Mom, I know. I'm talking to the police officer. Can I? He has friends too. We both have friends.
Again, I'm not taking sides.
I know.
But...
I don't have anywhere to go.
Okay.
I have family that live on the West Coast in California and Nevada.
Okay. So you guys are arguing, okay? And is this how it usually goes? You guys argue and then it escalates?
No. I mean, we'll argue, but we're quick to get over it. It's just, I see your prior service. I'm military as well. I'm a reservist. I had my drill weekend. I just graduated the Drill Sergeant Academy in November. And from day one, I'm sure you know, what were you?
This is actually law enforcement, but...
Okay, well, yeah. Day one, when day zero, I'm sure you've seen shark attacks and stuff. We had, from day one, when I was at the academy, he fought with me.
every day. He doesn't like when I leave because of a history that we have.
Right.
When I leave for military. So.
And that's got to be super stressful too.
Yes. I had my drill weekend this weekend. And I stay on FaceTime with him. I share my location. I answer all his calls, all his text messages in the timely manner that he would like. And I was at the gym, and I wasn't answering them fast enough for him.
When were you not answering?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
And I'm like, he was at a funeral, so I knew that we weren't going to be really talking on the phone anyways. And he's calling and calling and calling, and I answer, and he hangs up, and he's like, check your text messages, and then hangs up again. And I see I wasn't responding to his text messages and answering his questions, which was, are you off for the day? And I said, yes, I am. Everything okay? What's going on? And he's just like, why aren't you answering my text messages? You're leaving me undelivered. I don't know what reset the phones did, because his phone did the same reset. The red receipts are not on anymore. And like the sound changed for our phones for like ringtones and stuff. For some reason, it was a weird reset. Maybe other stuff happened, but those are the two that happened to both of our phones. So I don't know why my red receipts were off. His are off too now. And so he was mad that my red receipts were off. And so I still stayed on FaceTime with him, stayed on video, because he wants me to FaceTime him 24/7 when I'm away from him. And I was on FaceTime with him, but it just still wasn't good enough for him. And so it just started an argument from that day, from that moment, around 4 o'clock. On Saturday. Until midnight. He was saying he was going to himself. He had my kids with him. I was gone. And he's loco.
The man she was trying so hard to paint as insecure hadn't shown up at the station over jealousy or infidelity. He was there because she had gotten physical. So far, she had been throwing out claims that her conscience knew that she was guilty of, yet the assault seemed to carry little weight for her. It was as if it had become normal within the walls of their home.
We argued that entire night, and I'm just like, you know what, I can't do this. One of my drill sergeant leaders from the academy, we follow each other on social media. He swears that just because we're friends on social media, that I'm him. And it's not the case at all. And I tell him, because he's so crazy, and he reaches out to every single guy that likes a picture on my social media. Like, what are you doing? What are your intentions with my wife? Why are you guys friends? Tell me, like, he's crazy. And so I tell him, if you think that, like, reach out to all these people. At the end of the day, I'm a reservist. That drill sergeant leader is a reservist. He has a lot of connections. Who knows the networking that he and I can do in the future?
Right. So he can't have any male friends.
He doesn't I cannot have male friends. He does not understand that. And so it just, one argument led to another, and I'm just like, I'm done. And then he's telling me he's kicking me out the house and all this stuff. So I know how crazy he can get. He has locked me. He has emptied my bank account. He knows he's taken professional hacking courses. He knows how to hack into anything that I have. I do not have any personal identity outside of him, because he gets into everything. He's a professional hacker in the military. So one time he tries to paralyze me, like doing this, in ways that I cannot overcome from. He over a period of time would ask me my security questions of my phone, like, oh, for example, my name is Niall. They called me that as a kid. What did they call you? And I was like, oh, they called me Gabi. Boom, my security question. What is your childhood nickname? What if my first car was this? What was your first car? I told him, oh, what color was it? Boom, another security. He's so smart. And I don't even know if I'm being tested sometimes or not, because it could be just an unusual conversation.
Right.
So
that makes you super paranoid, I'm sure.
Yes. And he has tried to kick me out multiple times. He has emptied my bank account, taken my keys, taken my phone, put tracking devices on my car. I hacked into anything of my phone, my work phone, anything, my computers, anything.
So you have no privacy.
I have no privacy. And I just am so angry that he was trying to do that again to me this weekend. And
what specifically was he trying to do this weekend?
Like, he plays mind games, and I'm kind of catching on to how he plays. He will make up a little scenario and play that scenario as if it's a real story, as if something really happened, as if he knows already. Like, oh, I already know you did this, so why don't you just tell me? And it's like, it never happened, but because you know of maybe a snippet that I know that person, you know that where that person works, and maybe I've been in the same location as that person, he puts his own story together as if, like, I already know this happened, but it never happened. But that's how he thinks that he can catch me and other people in lies. And it's just, this morning he was playing mind games with me and with me.
Like, how was he doing that? What was he doing that about?
Telling me he wanted me out of the house by the time I was done with work, that I'm not going to be living there anymore. Pretty much just trying to keep me out of the house.
The officers allowed her to unburden herself, or at least reveal her version of events before shifting the conversation back to what had happened earlier that day, especially in relation to the footage that had been shown.
And I was trying to get the kids ready because we both mutually get them ready, take the kids to school and everything, but he wasn't letting me help get them ready. And I was like, okay, well, I made them breakfast. What are we going to do? Like, can I take the kids to school? Like, what is the plan this morning? Because, like, and just don't worry about it, I got it. Okay, but like, I mean, we have an infant, and I'm just like, okay, what's the plan when after work? Are you picking them up? We usually go to the gym every day after work. I said, what's the plan? Like, are you picking them up? Or are we going? Don't worry about it, I got it. You're not in the picture anymore. And it's just like, it's the mind games. Like I want to be just as involved, but again, what he accuses me of is what he's doing. I'm trying to play this perfect narrative to everybody else, but he's trying to play the perfect narrative.
So what did he accuse you of today, if anything?
Oh, having with multiple men over the weekend, entertaining other men in my DMs. When people tell me, my stuff is really locked down. I added people that I went to the academy with. I was with them every day for 9 weeks straight. I have a right to have them as a friend. If they heart one of my stuff, or if they call me pretty, like, it sucks, but I mean, I'm not saying, okay, let's go on a date, let's like, it's just like, thank you, and then that's it. If they try to go further, I don't let them, but none of them have. But just because I don't stop them when they tell me I'm pretty, nothing has gone further than a compliment. But because I don't stop them when they tell me I'm pretty and say, you need to respect that I'm married, don't tell me I'm pretty, he has a problem with it.
Okay. I mean, that sounds exhausting and toxic. And I'm sure it pushes you beyond your limit. Would you say that's accurate?
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine dealing with that. And it's extra hard when you have kids. And that makes it that much worse. So has it ever gotten physical with you guys?
Multiple times.
Okay. What has happened in those?
I should have filed domestic on him before he did me.
Well, what happened in the other times?
He's locked me in my closet. I have that one on video. He's locked me in my closet. I mean, physical. He won't let me leave, so he'll grab me, put me up against the. He tries to confine me into corners and closets.
How does he do that?
By grabbing me. He's strong. He's held me down multiple times.
When did that happen?
It was a while ago. It was like 2020, 2021.
What else happened?
I mean, I put my hand on him. I'm sure there's no way out of that. Like, I'm sure he has video. I saw our security camera.
Did you put your hands on him today?
Maybe.
Kelly.
I mean, I'm sure you guys saw videos. I'm sure you guys have proof.
But again, I need your side.
You're hearing my side.
Okay. But here's the thing. If there's just a video of you going up and hitting somebody, I'm not in your mind at that moment. I'm not hearing what's going on with your thoughts. Okay? I'm not
just always. He tries to make me fearful of him. He tries to intimidate me. He's manipulative. He plays psychological games with me, and I don't know how to combat them the proper way.
And that's when it turns physical?
Yes.
Okay.
He messes with me so much, and threatens that he's gonna make sure that I'm so financially, mentally, psychologically paralyzed that I will never be able to overcome our separation, because I want to leave. So he's gonna make sure he does anything possible to get any documents on me to hurt me so bad that at the end of the day he's the winner. And it doesn't even need to be a winner or a loser.
No, it shouldn't be that a win or lose situation. It's not a game, but I know you're saying that's his perspective.
Every shortcut that she had tried to take had eventually led her right here. She She was running out of the curtains of lies to hide behind, and she was failing to see it.
When he acts like that, when he makes you feel like you couldn't be independent.
We have done counseling, and they've said if you feel like it gets to that, if you're gonna probably put your hands on it. If it's gonna get violent, you need to be able to walk away. Mm-hmm. And I used to be able to leave, but he made it to where he would take my car keys, he would take my cell phone, take my debit card. He would make it to where I couldn't leave.
Yeah. Did that happen today? Did he take any of your stuff?
No, but that's just his pattern.
Yeah.
Like, he's smart. He got me good today. He set it up perfectly to where it was right in front of our cameras. He's so smart.
So did you put your hands on him today? I mean, if the answer is yes, I want to hear the because.
There is no because. It's not right. There's no reason why.
I mean, I'm not justifying it, but at the same time, you can only be pushed so far. Did you just lose your cool? You said in the past you've been able to walk away.
I've tried a couple of times until he made it to where I wouldn't be able to.
Okay. And were you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, he's done it. I've been able to walk, but I have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
My friends have spouses, their own lives. Like,
yeah.
I have nowhere to go.
So you feel trapped?
Of course.
Did you feel trapped today?
It's not even that I felt trapped today. It was just like, I hate that he wants to get the last word, and I don't care about letting him. It's not about getting the last word or not. It's just about him telling me, him always threatening me with the children or with just life, finances and stuff.
Did he do that today?
Of course.
What specifically did he threaten you with?
That he was going to ruin my military career. That he was going to, which he's done already in the past, contact my chain of command before. That he was going to mess up my career, mess up the guys' careers that follow me in like my Instagram stories and my posts.
Yeah.
And I don't even put that
Right. So, assuming it did get physical today, what happened just prior to it getting physical?
I just want him to know that I'm not going to continue to live in fear of him. I'm not afraid of him. I'm sick of him thinking that I am going to live in fear of him.
So you just wanted to show him that you're not scared of him? Okay. And that's why you put your hands on him?
Can you just tell me what's going to happen?
Well, I have to finish investigating what was alleged, okay? And then we'll make that determination. I'm not trying to like play mind games with you or dance around things, but at the same time, I'm not going to tell you something that's not going to happen, okay? So hang out right here for just a minute. And let me talk to my partner over here, okay? So what's your plan for going forward in this relationship?
I've been asking for divorce for 2 years, but
What stops you from filing?
Money. I've been contacting people all morning. I had a feeling he would do something like this.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I don't even know the first steps. I mean, I don't have support. I don't have family. I don't have anything.
Okay. I'm gonna have you step down here, okay? Put your phone down. Turn around and put your hand behind your back. Right now you're under arrest for simple battery under the Domestic Violence Act, okay?
In the end, she was charged with domestic battery. So far, we had seen the awful and the ugly, but the next cheating wife's tales are going to sound unbelievable. Meet Jessica, who claimed she was abducted, only for officers to discover that she had left her cop husband and kids behind to frolic with a drug dealer for weeks.
You don't think that your cop husband could have protected you?
I didn't want to tell him what I was doing.
That you were cheating?
No, not about that.
You went out with some guy that's not your husband to a party. And you're sneaking away with some guy.
On April the 27th, 2024, police officers encountered a fellow cop and his sister-in-law who were concerned about a woman who claimed that she had been abducted. But as the details unfolded, it became clear that the reality was very different from every...
Can you show them the messages?
And then where was she physically last?
Right.
So after it was reported at Holly Hill, we have family all over driving.
Yeah.
They saw the car. By the time they could get turned around, the car was gone.
We turned around, we saw it from the road, and that parking spot right there. We pulled in there, went right around that building. By the time we came around, she was gone.
Okay.
Gone. That quick.
Apparently when it was reported at Holly Hill, she was hitting on the LPRs all up and down.
Yeah.
Right.
But they wouldn't ping her phone.
Yeah, because I know for us, for the Publix incident, I know by the time it was reported to us, it already hit the LPR into Daytona Beach. So, has there been any additional communication since?
I've been... yeah, but she's saying like she can't leave because the person she's with took the keys from her, so she can't leave.
Is she saying where she's at?
No, she didn't tell me where she was at, but...
So, I mean, there's a little narcotic stuff involved too.
Yeah.
So a lot of what she's saying might not be true, but she does have mental illness. She is off her meds, and she does have history.
Got forced into doing selling my wedding ring, all of this. Currently on foot, looking to get enough to overdose, and I'll go down by the beach and enjoy my high till I... yeah, it's, you know, saying she's gonna, you know, herself. I'm begging for her location. She's like, I never did yet. I know it can you easily.
Okay.
Now, I don't know.
What messages were shown to Holly Hill?
All of them. All of these. They were all shown to Holly Hill. Who the is this? These were all shown. They saw all of them. I don't know what more criteria they want for a Baker Act, but, you know...
At least enough to locate her.
Yeah. I mean...
What's our most recent...
Most recent text message?
What's the most recent? What's the timestamp here?
6:07.
That's more recent.
Because I just asked if that dirtbag working at Carrabba's tonight. He said no, he quit. I requested her location. I mean, it's, you know...
The last message I have was at 4:47. She said, selling myself on Ridgewood for money so I can eat for the first time in 8 days of the gas.
Okay. And then it's your wife?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's blood sister.
My blood sister.
Yeah.
Okay. What mental illness does she have?
She's
along the lines of bipolar. I can show you the meds. The therapist or whatever she was didn't give like an actual diagnosis. She said she thinks it's bipolar, and she gave her psychosis stuff there that she's been on for a while now.
Okay. That disappeared. I'm gonna write down my email address. If you could just take screenshot of the messages and send them to me, I'll get this process started.
After a short while, the officers located the woman of interest. But what was going to come out of her would turn out to be the most inconsistent story ever told by an impaired, cheating wife.
So you guys didn't even hook up?
We literally had one time.
Was that this morning?
No. No. God, I wouldn't let him come near me.
So how did this morning happen? Or this at 2 o'clock in the morning happen?
I was trying to leave. I needed my keys.
Yeah.
You wouldn't give me the keys. Can you unlock me for just one hand?
No.
Can you move?
What are you doing?
I have an itch on my face.
It works. And let's go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So you were trying to get your keys from inside the residence because you wanted to leave, and he had the door shut. And
no, the door wasn't shut. It was cracked open, but I refused to go in there.
Okay, so he wasn't like preventing you from coming in.
I asked him to hand me my key. It's his room, his name. I was not welcome to come in, so I stood outside and asked for my keys.
Okay.
And then, of course, as soon as I started leaving, it's, if you leave, I'll you, I'll do this, I'll do that. Like, I'm pretty sure he wanted to, like, plant in my husband's car so that when I leave, he can call the cops and tell them that I'm in the car.
And then,
I'm just trying to do whatever I can to not get in trouble. So he's
and
telling
that's when the lockbox was thrown at you. And then
yes,
you,
around
and
it.
then,
Yes.
And then you threw whatever item back.
Yeah, the plastic piece.
The plastic.
It's like a divider.
Okay, the plastic divider. And then after that, you ran. Did you have your keys at that time?
Yeah, I was parked by our hotel room.
Okay, so you got your key. You ended up getting your keys
And
back.
I drove around to the other side of the hotel and parked because I didn't have to get home. Huh?
Were you meeting him by?
But I have no money. Literally, like I was about to pawn my watch chain to get gas to get home.
What happened with your wedding ring?
I had to pawn it because he made me do it so he can pay his dealer.
By making you, what do you mean?
Give me an ultimatum. Do you want something to happen to you and your family? No. Alright, well, here's my wedding ring. I don't take threats lightly, like, especially not my family, not my 2 girls. He knows where I live. And he's a felon, like, he'll do anything. He's a
It's Tim?
Timothy Schmon.
You guys have your call?
I don't think we linked him, but I have his
DL.
I don't have his DL actually.
No,
he just got arrested on BC mode. He should be on there.
Timothy
Schmon, SCHMON.
I might have to do a photo on that.
For her?
What?
He said he might have to do a photo lineup.
Timothy Schmon. What's his date of birth?
September. I looked up his record. I think it said September 17th, but I can't be positive.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I really set him off because he, when he started like screaming and smacking his chest at me, I was like, what are you gonna me and then prevent me from calling the cops? And he was like, oh, you got my record? And I was like, I need you to say yes or no.
I wonder if she's gonna go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
If she ends up going to jail.
I can wait for a photo lineup.
The story left the officers more confused than they were at the start. For now, they kept their reservations to themselves and went along with it, knowing that she was improvising as she spoke and would likely shoot herself in the foot.
I literally feel like I'm gonna pass out, so...
You want to sit down real fast? This should only take a minute. How long? You want to sit back in the car? Okay. I just gotta unlock it. He was?
I can eat anything in like 3 days. I'm hypoglycemic. My blood sugar is probably so low, and that's why I'm shaking. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I drank maybe 3 bottles of water in 8 days.
Have you been texting Tim?
No. I haven't had my phone.
He took it from you?
No, you guys did.
No, I'm talking not right this second, but in these 2 weeks or however long, 8 days.
He likes to call, he doesn't like to text.
Gotcha. What was your plan? Like, did you have a plan on how to get out of this?
I kept on trying to get to my friend Christine's house.
Who's Christine?
This girl that I know from a long time ago, and she had reached out to me. She requested me on Facebook, so I added her, and I, told her that I've been staying in Ormond with this guy Tim, and in the messages to her, she's like, "Come to my job, let me buy you food and give you gas money." And I'm like, I can't.
What address in Ormond?
What?
What address in Ormond? Huh? I think it's SCHMON.
That's right.
Is it Timothy or just Tim?
Timothy, Timothy.
Did you say he was arrested in Volusia, or was he arrested?
He was arrested in like Volusia, Florence, who knows. I looked up his record.
Arrested where?
He's been arrested here in Daytona like 3 times. So I was gonna try and, tell him, oh, my friend, she lives here in the area, because I don't know Daytona, I don't know anyone here. I'm like, oh, I have a friend who lives in the area, and, she wants to hang out. I was gonna invite her over last night, because he didn't want to be around anybody. He's like, no, you can hang out with her if she comes here, but I'm gonna leave. So that would have been my perfect chance
and where
to
would you go.
Back home. I've been trying to go back home. And then every time I tell him I'm gonna go home, he's like, oh, your pig husband's gonna keep you there, he's gonna lock you up there. And I'm like, I mean, I haven't been home. Like, I have children I need to get home to. Like, if he locks me up there, it's like rightfully so, no?
The more the officers allowed her to talk, the more unhinged the story became. It was getting harder to follow, sounding less like a real account and more like an impaired rant, but they kept taking notes, names, details, everything, while quietly building the case in the background and preparing to bring her back to reality.
I think Christine, she told me to come to her job today for gas money and that she'll buy me lunch. And even in the messages to her, it says, I can't. And then my friend Taylor was going to come pick me up today, but I got threats, so I had to ignore her call, turn off my phone, and then she texted me a few times and it was like, not cool, dude. Like,
were you at Publix today?
Yes.
What were y'all doing at Publix?
Figuring out where we were going to go and what our next step was.
Where were y'all coming from?
The hotel, because we had to check out today, so we were trying to figure out.
What hotel? The one where we found you?
Ocean Holiday.
So y'all drove down to the Publix to figure out where y'all were going to go?
Yeah, and he was supposed to give me a wrap and never did.
Was he driving or you driving?
I was driving.
He took the keys while he went inside?
He didn't end up going inside. He never got my wrap.
He just sat in the car?
He had cursing on his phone because he couldn't figure out why, I don't know, something with his account overdrawn. He couldn't get another room.
How come you never told your sister or whatever while they were looking for you where you were at? If you needed help?
Because my sister's not here to help me.
What's she
My
here to
sister is literally the nosiest person in the world. I don't want my family thinking that I'm doing because I like to do Jessica that, Jessica likes to do. No, I was forced them, but no one's gonna listen to me, so I don't want to sit here and explain myself to people who have their own opinions and theories in their head and make up these scenarios that they're gonna run with and believe if everything that comes out of my mouth is a lie.
She called 4 police departments to try to find you. Because you said that you were being held hostage and was going to kill yourself and take a bunch of and overdose in the ocean or on the beach.
Because I would rather do that than be in a room with him or be near him. If I was home, at my home family life, I would never think about it. I would never take myself from my kids. I would never myself. But being in a situation like this and being afraid to leave and what he's gonna do if he knows where I live, being afraid of that, like, yeah, I'd rather be than be here with you.
You don't think that your cop husband could have protected you?
I didn't want to tell him what I was doing.
That you were cheating?
No, not about that. I didn't want him to know, like, I'm being held hostage and I'm being fed down my throat. And it all started because I, like, told them that my husband's a cop.
It
To
started
prove I'm
because
not an informant.
you went out with some guy that's not your husband to a party. And you're sneaking away with some guy.
Yeah, no, that's not how the started. The started because when we were there, and I said my husband's a cop, like, I'm not doing this, they thought I was an informant and I was going to try and get everybody arrested. So the only way to prove that that wasn't the case, they made me smoke.
Made you smoke it? And then what, you went home after that?
No, not like that.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've been home in 2 weeks. I've literally have never been on in my life.
Well,
so
you weren't held hostage for 2 weeks.
No, I didn't say I was held hostage for 2 weeks. These last few days I've been.
So, this Tim guy, y'all
Is it
went...
being okay? Is it being held hostage? If he won't give me my keys
From a couple days ago.
from a couple days ago.
She had her phone and could have easily called for help, but instead, she stayed with her alleged abductor. Crazy doesn't get messier than that, and still she wasn't done. The more the officers examined her story, the more it evolved and contradicted itself, turning into something that didn't hold up under even basic questioning.
To me it is.
You were out texting, you had your phone and you were texting your sister and probably other people, FaceTiming.
What was I supposed to have them go there?
You could have said something.
Like what?
You were out, I'm just saying that the messages that I was reading do not give the impression of I'm being held hostage by this guy that said he's going to kill me and my family if I don't take this drugs. It read.
That's your opinion.
I know. But I'm just saying that's just how it read. And I'm not the one. I'm not held hostage by a guy, so I can't tell you. But you know, I'm just saying. You're painting this picture of this dude, which he's probably a dirtbag.
Oh, here we go. I know where you're going with this one. Okay. I'm done talking.
Where am I going?
Painting this picture of this dude when you're the one. No. I know what you're going to say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting out of the car. I need to stand up. Don't worry. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to run.
I'm just saying I never met this guy. He sounds like a bad guy.
He is a bad guy. When you meet him, you probably think he's very nice, very manipulative.
I hope I never meet him.
I hope when you do, he has his lockbox on him that has in it and gets arrested.
Me too. He sounds like he belongs in jail.
And every time my husband texted me, or my sister or my mom would text me, he would tell me, like, don't respond. What did they say first? Say this, say this, say this. So, tell them what he's telling me to say. Because I'm afraid to not listen to him. Is there a way to, like, my stomach. Like, how does this work?
It's just gonna have to do its thing. You've been on it for a couple days.
I don't feel like this anymore. I need to take a professional assistant.
Water in town.
Yeah, I'm drinking maybe 3 bottles of water in 3 days. Feed himself, but not me.
Who's your friend at the hotel?
The girl?
You want me to go inside now?
Okay.
Tear up 3 bones, 2 birds.
That lineup, you just want me to like read it as it states on the paper?
Yeah, we have. You guys do the same thing, right? You have that whole thing.
Probably get him to go back.
Huh?
If you let me call him, I can probably get him to go back to that hotel.
Yeah.
I just want him to get arrested. What was that?
There's more investigation. But I will get your phone number.
Well, no, I'm saying.
And I'll get his phone number too.
At the time this video was compiled, updates on her situation and any potential charges remain unknown.